Hello, come on in. Welcome to the updated cottage renovation tour. This is so overdue. I feel like so much has changed, but we're very much in the middle of the process, and before, because we've had so much work ongoing, I've just not found the time to either come and film a video when there's not loads of banging going around, that sort of thing. And I actually thought it was really important to document this kind of midpoint process, because I feel like whenever you see these renovations, you either see the before or the after, and yeah, you never really see that in between. And this is such an important stage. Everything's kind of looking like a building site for a long time, which I feel like I didn't really bear in mind when I first started like renovating this place. So do excuse the mess, but obviously we are like having so much work right now. Let's start in the kitchen because this has been so exciting this week. So welcome to the kitchen tour. This has been probably the most exciting part of the house so far. So much planning and changes have gone into this room because I feel like this was one area that I really wanted to sort of prioritise and make really, really special. So worked with the Smart Edit to design a kitchen to make this feel as open plan and big as possible. So we've got a really long run of units that have been fit this week. We have also started templating for the quartz, so that was supposed to be fit this Friday, but we just got to make a few little tweaks. So these 3 units, you can't really tell visually too much, but they're slightly bellying out a bit, so we're just having that adjusted this week. Not too much of a big deal, but basically with it being such an old flipping 1800s cottage, there's not a straight wall kind of in this house, which I also kind of like because it adds a lot of character, and we have managed to straighten out a lot of areas, which I'm so happy with. And also you can just like make things straight, for example, like at the back of here. So we've found a really good joiner for our kitchen fitting, so he's coming back to sort that out. So we decided to do, like I say, long run of units here, and then I will show the design plans that we've got for the kitchen. It's going to look gorgeous in here because we're having some quartz up the wall and some like nice shelving bits, and then we've got our island here. And then this is probably the biggest update actually since the last video. We decided to knock through here. I think I mentioned it in my last video, but we were actually going to put bifold doors or a big sliding door here. We actually had like our first builder come out. He delivered these doors and we were like, actually it's going to end up being too small, and it'd have been far too tight to have an island in here. And because I cook so much and all my kind of content and stuff is around food, I wanted to make this a priority. So then we thought, right, let's put an extension out the back. This has been challenging because our first initial builder we did have a lot of problems with. So he created the footing, and then we ended up having to use a different building firm who have been absolutely amazing, and then they have built us this gorgeous extension. Dug out all, I've not dug out, but it's been dug out by the builders. Can you imagine me with my shovel? It would take me about 3 weeks, I think, to do what they've done in a couple of days. But this is the kitchen, lovely. We are going to be concreting up to here. This is all been dug out, so this is where the water pipe is going for the sink that's going there, and then they're just moving some of the waste pipes. The water pipe's over there. They've taken, I think, the bottom step off the staircase. So here's the concrete that got laid. I remember at this point I was just so relieved to see an actual floor after so long of basically just rubble. I went back the following day, that was totally dry, and then the builders cracked on over the next few weeks rebuilding the lean-to extension for the second time. We managed to get a roof light in there. With it being a bit of a funny shape, that was a bit of a tricky decision to make. And then I measured up for the windows. Again, we wanted to keep this window as big as we possibly could. Then here's some clips of the new roof we ended up putting on, and this was obviously painful because we didn't plan that with this project, but it's just one of them things that needed doing, and also meant that we could put some roof lights in there, so it kind of worked out well. I won't show you too much of the outside, but we've got some amazing aluminium windows. So just trying to decide which window to fit into these holes here, whether to put this one there or that one there. I definitely think the other way around, right? That way, they were there. We were toying between going with like PVC ones, but we found the frames were thicker and I wanted to get as much kind of natural light through here. So the aluminium ones were slightly thinner framed, and then gone with 3 windows here and then some patio doors. Like I say, we were still toying with, do we go for like a bifold door out there, but it was just a little bit too small. And then I found these amazing patio wooden doors for an absolute bargain off of Facebook Marketplace. I had some real like chronicles collecting these clipping doors. I got locked in a van, and yeah, it's just been really funny thinking about it. And then we put in a long roof light in the extension, so this creates so much light in the kitchen and really opens it up. So we were going to change the stairs, but actually we're going to do like something cool because the wood is actually really nice. So we're going to sand, well, Nathan started treating this wood this week, so we're going to try bring it up to a really nice light colour, kind of to match the floor. We put our boiler in under here, which is nice because we've manoeuvred that. Then the washing machine's going to go in here, and we're going to create a cupboard. I'm just going to step on these cardboard bits because apparently you don't want to transfer to the floor. So I'll come up here. Ta-da. So this is the landing space. One of the best decisions we've decided to make is put this roof light, which we talked about when we first came in here. It just makes this such a nice feature and a really nice long wall. I'm super glad we did that. And then we have also got the circular mirror, if you remember. We've obviously replaced all the windows, put this nice up. We put our radiators in, and then come through to the main bedroom. So if you remember, there was that wall here, and we also had all this kind of weird shaped, the electricians just got here if you can hear any building noise downstairs, but I'm glad that we had the first 10 minutes to run through everything. Yeah, so there was a little loft space up here that you couldn't really fit too much in, and it was just making the room look a bit of a weird shape. So one of the best decisions we made was to expose these gorgeous beams that were obviously like tucked basically in the loft, and this is such a nice gorgeous room. And also if we decide to sell this, we can also just put up a stud wall here to make it into a 3-bed again. But yeah, going to put our bed probably here, some wardrobes over here. We've had the skirting boards fit this week, and we use Skirting World. They have so much selection on their website. Super happy with the skirting boards. We went for quite a high one and just creates a more sort of luxurious feel, which I'm really happy with. And then I don't think we had the windows in last time, but went for sliding sash windows. They're like a cream on the outside, white on the inside. Super happy with them. Just went with like one line grid. I just can't get over how much time goes into all, obviously, like the process of deciding just little things like how many grids you want on your window. Is it going to match like a period house, that sort of thing. Then we've got our radiators in here. We decided to go for like a brass gold, kind of like antique across the house. So little stuff like this, I just can't get over how many like little details do make a difference. Then as you can see, we've got our flooring. Gone for the same upstairs and downstairs, which is the herringbone. It looks so nice, especially because this is quite a light house actually, and it's so nice in this room when the sun shines through. So we decided we're going to probably put like maybe some shelving here and keep this. We were going to just flatten it off, but thought may as well make a little feature out of it, adds a bit more character. And then we've yet to just sand down the beams, which I think are going to look amazing, all like nice and light. And then the plan is for this opening is to have like 2 doors opening, so nice big like walkway. Come through here to the bathroom. So this is yet to start this week. So we've picked up the tiles. So we're going for a marble porcelain tile, and it's going to be a wet room shower. So we're going to dig under the floorboards where Mason stood off. We've got the shower tray for that. So there's a lot of work that goes obviously into getting that right, but I think it just looks amazing. And then in here, we've decided to also add a skylight, which has really made all the difference. Again, just adds so much light in here. And over here, we're going to have a double floating sink. The plumbing's started for that. We've also started building in the speakers, which will be really nice when you're showering to have your music on. We've got the toilet installed, and yeah, that's pretty much it for in this room. I'll take you through to the other office bedroom. And then you come through here, so this is going to be our office room, or maybe a little spare bedroom. Super pretty much finished in here, just need to finish off some of the skirting board. Really nice like big window in here, and you can see out to the little water feature outside. Pretty simple. So yeah, that is all of the upstairs. So here's what the living room is currently looking like. So we're working on the media wall. The electrician's just putting some electrics through there, and also some lighting in each shelf, and then we'll just need to plaster over that. We've had a lot of work done in this room because we had to take up the rotten floorboards and make sure everything was sort of insulated and damp proofed. So that was all done before the floor went down. Here's some before and sort of during the process of sorting out this flooring. But yeah, the living room where Nick the electrician's just working, we're just installing the like electrics and the lights for the media wall. So, and also it's so cluttered in there right now, so not actually too much to see in that room, but I hope you enjoyed this little update. It's now changing super quickly. Like I say, like the quartz is going in this week and just all the electrics are being finalised over the next couple of days. I just can't wait. I'm so flipping happy that it's really taking shape now. It's been a challenge to say the least, and lots of ups and downs. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know all about the stresses just with things. Like, I've never taken on such a big project and had to take it right back to basically brick. There was one builder who came and was like, oh, you're better off knocking it down and starting again, but I was determined obviously not to do that because it's a gorgeous old cottage, and yeah, really happy it's finally coming together. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next video.